Hi guys and welcome back. Val today is going to have to do some challenges in the city of Antwerp. And since this year both of us turned 21 years old, which means that if we were to go in the US, we would now be considered full-grown individuals, I have prepared some appropriate challenges for two full-grown individuals. Well, one, but okay. The first one is that he should visit at least 3 forts whose numbers must add up to 21. You will see what the fort is later in the video. Then he should find an animal above 30 kg outside of the zoo, of course. And if he wants, he can touch it, but he should at least find one. Then he should visit the Botanic Garden of Antwerp. Also a park called the Stadspark. And he should touch the waters of the river Scheldt. Following that, he is required to find a person wearing a Premier League jersey, meaning a football team from the Premier League. I doubt that we have to clarify from which season, because no one really wears shirts of the relegated teams or the promoted teams. Then he should also pass through the St. Anna Tunnel. I don't think that would be very hard, but still. He should discover a clamped car and I honestly think that he's gonna fail because challenges sound too easy, so he will probably just bottle it. I think he's the type of person to bottle it. So let's see what he does.
Hello and welcome to another video. I still don't know how we're gonna be introing these at all. It's like I'm used to the podcast intro and then this. I mean, we've never done. But anyway, I digress. I am alone again. We are, as you last left me, in the Netherlands. But now it's about what? Just past 6 a.m. Quite a lovely morning. Basically no clouds anywhere to be seen, which is a very good thing considering I am going to Antwerp in Belgium, and I'm gonna be spending pretty much the whole day walking around. So raining would have been the worst possible option for me, but hopefully we'll be alright. Yeah, again a solo thing, as you've kind of gotten used to now, because yeah, and this time it might be even more solo than last time, considering I don't really have, as far as I'm aware, any part of this which Sashko is doing, so well, rape Sashko. But actually to be quite a fun week, other than the trip to Antwerp today, I do have some challenges to complete while in Antwerp. At least that's we're gonna do one of my old school styles, which was just a game we were playing back when I was in school, where we went into, like, we were doing it around our city and stuff. We wrote a bunch of stuff, we split into teams, and we're doing a bingo of just ticking off a list, basically, of things to see. I don't have a team. Last time we did it, I think there was like 11 of us on 3 or 4 different teams. Now I'm fully alone, but maybe we'll find someone random to be a friend of ours in Belgium. That, I don't know, that could sound kinda dodgy, but maybe not. I don't know, that's why I don't think I'm gonna have basically anything to show you until like maybe I reach probably in Antwerp to see what all the challenges are and stuff. But maybe if there's something interesting on the train, I'll see you back once I'm on it. And here we are. Now we are in Antwerpen, Belgium. I decided to hop off on the second station, not the central one, just because I checked out the things I need to do. And one of them is to try, I guess, celebratory of me and Sashko both turning 21 recently. I need to use some of the forts around the city, which are like numbered 1 through 8, to make up the number 21. So yeah, this was what is gonna get me the closest to there. I think I'm probably gonna go for what, 8, 7, and 6. That's what makes sense for sure. Then I need to go into the Botanic Garden, to the what is it? Staatspark. I need to sit down for a portion of Belgian fries, of course, because of course we need to get some food in there. And as always, there's drinking involved, because how can we go about a day without drinking? But I guess I'll just do that 2 in 1 once I get maybe into the middle of the city. We'll see. Basically about 2 minutes into the city, and I've already found a little park to walk through instead of having to go along busy roads, which is good. And I also checked my list of things to tick off while walking around. So what I didn't mention last time around, I think, was having to touch the waters of the Scheldt if I can. Go through the St. Anna tunnel. I need to find a clamped car, because I don't know why, and then someone in a Premier League top, which I don't know how common it would be around here, but I guess that's the fun of it. I was getting a few questions about Shane from last video. If you don't have any context about that, just go check out my trip to the Netherlands. And so, yeah, Shane. Yeah, he's not with me because he had a bit of an accident. Let's roll a clip of what happened. Okay, no, but seriously, there was a bit of an accident, but the actual clip is this. People are a bit weird about Shane. I don't know why. They were like, why are you talking to a chicken? They were also kind of concerned whether the chicken is talking back. And even there was some weirdos who said he wasn't real, which... But it is part of an interesting story. Like, one of them, they asked me, have you ever had any imaginary friends or anything like that before? And interestingly enough, I did have one when I was a child. I mean, I used to like talk to him. He would talk back, like, I'll confide in him, I guess. Can put it that way. Like, he was actually great. He would even like grant me wishes whenever like I ask and stuff like that. But of course, then you grow up, and I mean, yeah, I grew up and I was just basically like, I guess Christianity is not really for me. Turned to atheism, so but yeah, I don't know. We might do a funeral for Shane. We'll see. And do you know where I'm going? No. I found a little, I don't know what, a dam. It looks like a dam. More of a beaver one than a Hoover one. But yeah, I'm just in a park, and if I find how to exit the park in a direction which suits me in order to get to the forts at the southern end of the main part of the city, I will tag back in, and hopefully we'll be able to count to 21 together. I done spawned myself into a pretty good place though, like well-trimmed lawns, lots of trees, expensive houses, expensive cars. Even there was like one guy had parked, maybe a girl, I don't know, they had parked their Range Rover with the top down. So it's like they have so much money that they don't even care, type of thing. But other than that, I think I figured out where I'm going. I don't know whether I'm going to 45 or 46 at the moment, which is kind of a key detail, but we'll figure it out as we go along. Then there's like a little park thing, actually it's quite big I think, right next to the river, westward of me, and I'm gonna hope to get the river there. And I don't know if I mentioned, we have the 30-kilogram animal thing again. I don't know how he skipped putting it on the Netherlands thing, but I have that. And I saw that there's like cattle or something in that park, so hopefully maybe I can see something like that. Maybe, I don't know if touching it is a good idea, but at least see it. That's something. Oh, another random thing I saw on the way was a little pizza place, which actually reminds me of another thing that happened, yesterday. So, I was in Wageningen after the last traveling thing, and it's a small place, there's not much to do or see, and we were gonna order some food. It was like, oh, let's find a pizza place, but there's not any like the mainstream ones, there's no like Domino's, Pizza Express or anything like that, or at least we don't know about it. And we just tried Googling something, and we did find like a phone number for one of those on like a forum or something, I don't know. And I decided to give it a call. Let's try. And I'm like, hello, this is the local pizza place. And my guy was like, well, pretty much depends on where you're calling from, innit? It's like, at that point I hung up and we just had Chinese. Found a bear. Does it count? I don't know. But in case I don't see anything else, I touched the bear. That's scarier than a pig, you have to say so. And like, it's probably heavier than a bear that size would be if it wasn't made from stone, so just saying. And somehow I found myself another moory foresty area.
Foresty area, here's Hog! DD!
Which, I guess, I tend to be surrounded by frogs a lot.
I'm surrounded by...
That's for Sashko missing. He should be back for a few of the bangers that are coming through soon. Well, we've gotten to Fort 6. And actually I can use the map now to just kind of show you. I'll just continue the line here that I've been going on 6, 8 and go to this right here, Dukeherberg, and then go back into the central part and figure out the rest from there. And now we've arrived at the little park area of like a castle or something, and I finally find myself some directions again. There's like a little big circle thing you can do around this park, but I am not gonna have the time for that. But I do have a verbindig.
What did you say, nigga?
Verbindig. For fort number 7. So the red thing, you just basically go alongside the park instead of inside of it, and I mean, I will follow it, and hopefully I'm gonna bump into fort number 7. And last but not least, we've gotten to fort number 8. And finally, we are done with all the forts now. I assume you would have gotten some nice cinematics from the actual forts, because it's not like I can't necessarily take good pictures of them. Like, there's some of that, and then there's a little water scenery thing. Well, considering it's a fort, around every single one of those there was like these big watered areas with some extra stuff. I don't know, but yeah. Now we're heading to the park and hopefully we find a cow or whatever it is that lives there. Shane would have probably liked to hang out with this lot. Here, but well, rest in peace, Shane. Might kidnap one of those to have a new pet now, though. It's been over 7.5 hours since I left the place I stay at the moment, so hunger is sort of catching up, as well as thirst. Well, I like to travel light, so no backpack on, which means I don't have a water bottle with me, which, you know, pros and cons. But I mean, as far as water goes, we're finding the river at this edge of the park. Hopefully there's like a beachy sort of thing where we can touch it to tick off that, and then probably time to get to the central part where we are hoping to find a good place to sit and eat. I mean, as far as traditional dishes, I know Sashko wanted me to go and eat some delicacy from here, which is like eel in some green stuff. I don't know what it is, but I'm vegetarian, so that's ruined that. We're sticking with the alcohol and fries. Although the eel thing sounds interesting. Vegetarian can be a bit boring when it comes to exploring, I guess, in that sort of sense. I mean, there's definitely good recipes. Like, an ex of mine bought me a book. It was like called Easy and Cheap Vegetarian Cooking. And she was like, I mean, I saw it and I really wanted to buy it for you because, you know, you're vegetarian, but also, yeah. I mean, if I find a cow, I'm gonna be back now. I'm just gonna go cry. Interestingly enough, we've found, I don't know what, a bird spotting area, I guess? That's on the side of the river. I don't know how much you can see, guys. There's a few little ducks right there. There's some bigger stuff back there. There's a swan, which, considering it's white, you can actually see, unlike most of the ducks. I mean, technically this is part of the river, right? So I can try and touch it. There's apparently fish as well. Yeah, I guess we'll just touch the river right here. And hopefully there's not gonna be giant catfish. Way, not the best idea as far as how muddy it is, but hopefully I'll find a place with water that's running, and that's a statue of something, I don't know. I've gotten to about the end of the park. I mean, I'm in the area at the moment where there is like a little door with a warning of what might be European bison, I assume. And to like stay 25 meters away from them, don't feed them, anything like that. While walking through the area, I haven't been able to find any yet, which is sort of unfortunate, but I'll probably just stick to the trail and not do anything stupid because I do not know this park well enough with some others, like I would with others, as well as this time around I'm alone. Normally I'll have people with me, which is always good. I mean, all over the park there's like warnings about deer as well, but I mean, with deer it's gotta be very lucky for the 30 kg thing, because we're in Europe, right? What are my options? Roe deer, which I need to find like a very big male in order to get 30 kg. Then maybe like fallow, which with a fallow deer is more possible, so I need like probably a large one, but it could be male or female, should be able to reach 30 kg. And then you have the red deer, which would be amazing, considering like a male can reach up to 300 kg, so. But yeah, that's what happened, is I just found a frog, which you're not gonna be able to see. He did jump into the water as well, but this little pond thing had frogs in it. It's about 2:15 p.m. at the moment, and I think it's about time to head into civilization. We might just have to pass on the large animal encounter. I mean, the zoo is right next to the central station of Antwerp, which technically is a possibility, but I mean, I'm not going to be going into it because I'm not going to have time to explore it. So maybe if I can spot something from the outside or something, we may tick something off like that, but if not, it is what it is. A bit unfortunate. if I had gotten to the station about 6-7 minutes earlier, I would have been basically halfway through the journey to the central station. Now I need to wait for another 20, but on foot it will take me about an hour 40 minutes or something. So I'll just wait for the train, which is 15 minutes to get to central. A bit more chilling. Still have the beautiful park at the back. Honestly, a very good place to spend an afternoon. Very good walk. Nice forest, some water, some grassy areas. It's if you ever go through here and you're not much of a museum sort of person, I would definitely recommend just a nice little stroll. You can even do a picnic. There's a few places you can do it, like on the grass, or you can even do it. There's some benches and stuff. So for sure a good place. And if I'm coming down here anytime soon, probably would still recommend this sort of southern route with the forts and the parks much better than the central part of the city, if you want at least to escape a bit more and get some more scenery. But yeah, I mean, once we're in the central station, Stadspark and the Botanical Garden should be rather easy. I'm pretty sure they're quite close. Okay, Stadspark. That's one of the two knocked down. It's a bit crowded, not particularly down to my liking, but it is what it is. A lot of birds. The weather is still good. It was starting to rain for a little bit, but it decided not to, which is very good. So yeah, well, let's just jump over to the Botanic Garden. And we have the St. Anna Tunnel. It's a bit further away, but still nothing too bad. Well, it's a tunnel. It's long, 550 meters or some. 2 escalators to get down to it, and that's about it. I went through it the whole way and back. First time it took me about 6 minutes, so roughly around just over 5 kilometers per hour. Decided to rush it the second time around, did it in just under 5 minutes, so maybe around 7 kilometers per hour or so. And I spent nearly 15 minutes in there, so if you're claustrophobic, it's probably not the one for you. But I think in about an hour and a half, I should be able to go around all of the things. Am I gonna find a clamped car? Maybe. Am I gonna find some demonstrators? I don't know. But if not, I guess we might, I don't know, I would probably just sit, eat somewhere, and then we start to be time to head home.
And of course he failed, just as I predicted. He didn't find a clamped car, nor did I see a guy wearing a Premier League t-shirt in the whole video. So he failed, but still had his moments. For example, he passed through the tunnel, went to the park, and completed the 21 number challenge. So as a birthday present, you can subscribe to the channel. And because I'm such a nice and smiling person, I'm gonna consider his stone bear as the challenge completed, because we can argue that it is an animal and is over 30 kg.
And finally, it's currently about somewhere about like 20 to 11. So a very long day for me today. We've been out for what, 17-18 hours, but we're finally back. I think when we did pretty well. It was a very good adventure. We did not manage to complete all the challenges, which I am aware probably Sashko slated me for. But the thing is, at least I go and do challenges. I'm pretty sure the next time you see him in any content, or you actually have seen him already, is him just sitting on the desk. So at least I give my all for you guys. But yeah, we are very soon gonna be back together, and we're gonna be recording some stuff where it'll be the first time since literally the first video where we'll be together in one place. And you know, this is the kitchen, the health experience thing that you saw before. But the only thing good about it is me being back with my knife. As always, I end up absolutely knackered after every single video because I decide to do a lot of stupid things. So make sure you award this passion we're putting into the content with all the good stuff, you know. Like, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell so you know when our next video is on. And yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you!